here you can put your hand on your heel and just stop the mobilization coming from the heel, well, from the ankle, and not here. Okay, so really getting in and warming it up. So we're going to start with a really basic flow, and then I'm going to add to it. So as we add to it, you can always go, oh no, I'm going to go back to the basic one, but it is all hands and knees today, and there are no alternatives. So just be aware of that. If you do, I guess, once you swap and do the other side, if you do want to come and just do the counting and things, then you can always do it supine. So you could always do, when we're doing the crawling and things, you could always do bridge position and Demeter position. So being in those two positions, but my main cueing is all going to be about the crawl and the hands and knees and all of that sort of thing. So if you are not able to be on your hands and knees, you can follow the same counting, but probably not listen to all the cues. And do Demeter, long legs, Demeter, short legs, and then into Aphrodite, your bridge position. So just for those that are here who want to, you would be doing this position for as many as you needed to, and then this position, and then into your Aphrodite, which is this position. But I will be focusing on cueing hands and knees today, which is what we've said. So once you finish warming these guys up, we're going to do a nice wrist warm up to start with. So we're going to keep our elbows bent, so our elbows can be bent, palms facing towards the floor, hands in a little fist, and we're just going to do little circles. Like, it reminds me of like little bunny rabbits boxing. We've got hairs up here, they box. It's a bit like that. So it's me boxing, they do that. So go one way and the other way, and make sure your palms stay down. Good, so we're getting true rotation in at the wrists. Quite like this one. Good, then shake them off. And then we're going to come onto our hands and knees, and we're just going to do a little warm up for the wrists as well. So we're starting to strengthen them a bit more. So we want to have the fingers pointing in towards the legs. They can be quite close to the legs. The further away you take it, the harder. So let's start nice and easy. So as close as is comfortable for you. And then we are going to sit back towards our bottom, towards our heels with our bottom. And then we're going to come over and load the hands. And we're just going to do about 5 of these. Good. In my handstand training, you've got to do about 10 minutes of this. Kind of go to sleep by the end of it. I'm like, oh, really? Some more time? Good. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn our hands so our fingers are pointing towards the sides, and we're going to load it slightly differently. So we're going to start by pressing off. I'm pressing off my left hand and loading my right hand. So my right hand shoulder's loaded, then pressing off my right and loading my left, and then pressing off. And I'm going to do about 5 because we're just doing a warm up. But these are all exercises you can do if you feel the wrist strength needs to be improved. So you're loading each time. Good. And let's do one more. Excellent. Then from here, this one is to give us the opposite of what we were doing before. So again, we don't want to put any weight onto our hands here. This is all about creating flexibility and mobility. So we're going to take the back of our hands and we're going to place them on the floor. Now we want to make sure that our elbow is straight for this exercise. And then we're going to put the other one on the floor, keeping our elbows straight. Then what we're going to do, but so there's not very much weight on there. I mean, it doesn't need weight because it's, it needs flexibility. So then we're going to roll through our hands, make a fist, and then press down. So we're loading at this point. Take the load off and come down. Put the load on and press. Take the load off. And then put the load on. It's like gorillas. And then back up. One more. Take the load off. And then come back up. Perfect. Okay, so our first part of our kneeling series we're going to do is an upright kneel. So we are going to come into the upright kneeling position with our toes tucked underneath and our knees hip distance apart. We are going to make sure that we're not sitting back. So for me, it's really useful to do a little check in with my pelvis, make sure it's neutral. Because I have a habit of really holding my hip flexors tight, which is something we're going to investigate later. So for me, this really works, this idea of drawing up from the pubic bone and sacrum going down. Then we're going to internally rotate our hands. We're going to pitch our weight forward and or our balance point forward just a little bit if we can. We're going to gaze towards the horizon, press out through our elbows, And we're going to do 3 nice slow breaths and an apnea here. So ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and take a breath. Now we're going to inhale, and as we inhale, we're going to sit back towards our heels with our bottoms, keeping the same distance between the rib cage and the pelvis as we do. And as we exhale, we're going to come up. Then we're going to do our apnea. During the apnea, we're going to come down. Bottom, curl the neck, curl the shoulders, curl everything into our quadruped position with our angry cat. Okay, so we're moving on the apnea. So ready to inhale, find your position, really length through your body, gaze towards your horizon, chin horizontal to the floor, pressing the shoulders out towards the side, and let's begin to sit back. Sit back, 2, 3, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back, 2, 3, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back, 2, 3, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Start to widen your ribs. As you start to widen your ribs, sitting back, so you get that stretch as you widen, then curling your neck, curling your thoracic, curling your lumbar. When you need to inhale here, inhale into your rounded back and exhale into a neutral spine. Nice, guys. Nice, really nice. Okay, so the basic quadruped we're going to look at is just here. So we're going to do our 3 nice slow breaths and then our apnea here. Remember, we want to keep our ribcage equal distance away from our pelvis, pressing our heels away. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling here. As we exhale, we're going to place our hands with our elbows, coming down into the Sphinx position or Maya. Again, make sure you don't lose that connection between the ribcage and the pelvis. Eye line is back towards your knees, drawing your arms away from each other along the mat so that we feel like we want to draw them away, so we feel that engagement in the shoulder girdle. Press your heels away, lengthen through your spine, and let's breathe. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs. As you widen your ribs, think about your coccyx going one way, your head the other. Press those heels away to really start to feel that engagement and the pulling, drawing of your arms apart. When you need to inhale here, you're going to inhale in position, and exhale, you're going to choose what you want to do with your arms. So the easiest thing to do with your arms, the easy position, is to bring your fingertips together in front of you, and then to press your elbows along the floor out towards the sides, and draw your hands down so they're in equidistant, so they're in between the elbows. And then you place your hairline lightly on the back of your hands, just very lightly. The full pose here is to bring your fingertips together, keep them where they are, and still slide the elbows out towards the sides. So now your forehead or your hairline should be equidistant between your elbows, lightly brushing the floor. So pick which one you want to do. Yeah? Okay. Maybe try the harder one today if you've been using the easier one. So once you're there, 3 nice slow breaths and an apnea just in your own time. So pick which one you're doing. And then really focusing on that rib cage being equal distance away from your pelvis, pressing your heels away, and pressing, you want to feel like you're still pressing your elbows away from each other and pressing yourself off the floor. Long spine. 3 breaths in your apnea. Funky, funky. Cool. So more already now. Once you've done that one, we're going to come back up to the upright kneeling position, and we're using it straight as a transition. Okay. So we're going to use just this pose is just our transition into the next one. So when we come down, I'm going to cue some more funky stuff that we're going to do with our arms and legs and everything. So curl your toes underneath, lengthen through your spine, internally rotating the arms nice and strong across the shoulders, gaze towards your horizon. Good. Chin horizontal to the floor. Perfect. Nice long hold, Hannah. Little bounce point forward. Good. Let's begin and sit back. So first thing we're doing is sitting back on our inhale. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs as you sit back for 10, 9, curling, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're here. We're going to inhale again, and as we exhale, we are going to take our right hand and left knee, and we're going to lift them straight up, just a little bit off the floor. You should feel your abdominals, everything's starting to work in here. Then we're going to slide them forward just a little bit. Then we're going to inhale again, we're going to exhale, lift again, and slide them forward a little bit more. And then here, we're going to perform an apnea. So we're just going to do 2 breaths, because we're going to use that first breath to neutralize our spine. That sounds like I'm like... Yeah, so find your position. We're going to be ready to lift and move forwards. So lengthen through your spine, ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, lift your right and left and step forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left hand, right knee to join the others. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs. As you widen your ribs, I'd like you to press through your hands, press your heels towards the floor as you straighten your legs out and bring yourself into what looks like an A-frame. Hold your apnea for as long as you can. Don't worry, we're going to repeat this. And when you need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, release and come down. Okay. Yay! Now, if you can't make it up into that Callisto pose, then you can stay in the quadruped pose. So there's always that option. So let's come from the top again, and we're going to come into that bit, so you know what's coming. So we're back up here, lengthening through our spine, little balance point forward if you need it, opening through your hip flexors, making sure your rib cage is lined up, ready to inhale and sit back. In, 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Start widening your ribs as you sit back for 10, 9, 8, curling, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left hand, right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Start widening your ribs. Option to come up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here and exhale, come back down. So that'll be an inhale and an exhale. So we're going to do another 2 steps, 2 breaths to step forward, but we're going to do a leg extension. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale in. So when we're going to inhale, as we exhale, we're going to step our right hand, left knee forward. Then we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to slide our left leg out behind us. Keep making sure that our knee is directly underneath our pelvis and we haven't rolled over, and making sure our pelvis is pointing straight towards the floor. Then we're going to do our apnea. You have the option to leave your foot here or lift your foot up during the apnea breath. Then we're going to inhale up here. As we exhale, we're going to bring our knee back to where it was. Then we're going to inhale, exhale, step forward to the other side, yeah, etc. And then slide the other leg out. So let's do it from there. So we just finished Callisto. We've just been up in the air. We come back down and we're going to do our 2 breaths. Right hand, left knee first. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, slide the left leg out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause, widen your ribs and lift the leg. So as you lift the leg, you want to be lifting, you want to think about the back of your leg lifting it up. And then when it's up there, you want to think about it stretching away from you. Hold for another 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, replace the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left hand, right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, slide the right leg out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Start widening your ribs. Option to lift the leg up off the floor so you can use your glutes and your leg and stretch your heel away from you. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Hold until you need to inhale. Check you haven't rolled over onto your hip like I just had. And when you need to inhale, inhale here and exhale. Give it a shake off. Okay, we'll put that all together, yeah? So up to where we're at. Let's do it. So we're coming back up to our high kneeling position. Gives your shoulders a bit of a break when we do the start. Okay, so ready to inhale and sit back. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back. 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back. 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs as you widen your ribs, sitting back for 10, 9, 8, curling, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, neutral, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left hand, right knee to join the others. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Start widening your ribs, option to press up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, slide the right knee, left knee out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause, check your pelvis position and lift if you want to for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, replace it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left hand, right knee forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, slide the right leg out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs as you lift the leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, replace the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee to join the others. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Start opening your ribs. Option to press through your hands and hover your knees a tiny bit above the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here and exhale, come back down. Give your wrists a shake off. Okay, so we're going to go through that whole routine one more time. It's a wee 5-minute routine, and we've got 6 minutes left, so let's do it. So we're going to go right from the top all the way through. It's nice to be crawling. I've not crawled for ages, it's ages. So wrists will be like that. So, nice open through the hip flexors, internally rotating. Gaze towards your horizon. Press those heels away to really create that length as well. Ready to sit back. Sit back. 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back. 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back. 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs as you sit back for 10, 9, 8. Curl. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, neutral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left hand, right knee to join the others. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Start widening your ribs. Option to come all the way up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left leg out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs. Option to lift the leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, leg back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, left hand, right knee forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right leg out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs. Option to lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, knee back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, right hand, left knee to join the others. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Start widening your ribs. Option to hover your knees off the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Exhale, come back down. That actually only took 3 minutes. So look at all that work you can do in just 3 minutes. So come and lie on your backs, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Okay, so you could go through that 3 times and that would be your workout for the day for hypopressives, which is lovely. So feet flat on the floor, and we just relax your arms, relax your face, find your neutral spine, and just in your own time here, 3 nice slow breaths and a really slow apnea. So really the slowest, widest apnea you can manage. So 3 breaths and then your apnea. When you're inhaling, thinking about the expansion of the ribs, and as you exhale, think about the length in the spine. So really the space between the vertebrae. Really, really long. Perfect. And once you finish that apnea, you can roll into your sides, and we're going to finish finally with the wrist rotation we did at the beginning. So bent elbows, and then just, your arms can be straight, but it's actually easier almost with bent elbows. And just to give them a loosen off after that crawling. So if your wrists are hurting after that crawling, you need to do more crawling or more strength for your wrist exercises, because we didn't spend, so we'll try and do some at the beginning of each class. Some nice little gentle ones. Shake them off. Well done, everyone. So we are back at 9:30 today, if you can make it, for a little exploration into length